So you've been wanting to understand how you can use an Airbnb, how you use it to your financial portfolio. In this video, I will be telling you exactly what you need to do and exactly how to operate one within the City of Vancouver. First and foremost, for some housekeeping, make sure if you like this video to subscribe and like it below and leave a comment as well. So Airbnbs, what are they? How do they work within the context of the City of Vancouver? So within a lot of municipalities around the Lower Mainland, a lot of municipalities are actually, in fact, against short-term rentals as they are taking away from rental stock within the community. The City of Vancouver, and depending on your opinions, I think it's completely outrageous that a city can tell a homeowner what they can do with a property. I understand that, perhaps if you're a foreign entity or you don't use it as your principal residence, there should be some usage issues or usage restrictions on that property. But if you call it your principal residence, I believe that you should, as a homeowner, have the right to operate it the way you want. But because the cities around the Lower Mainland have done such a horrible job in providing housing, they have actually been the ones that are to blame for this housing crisis. It's not realtors, it's not real estate, anything of that nature. It is actually, in fact, the municipalities who cannot get the permit process and the bureaucracy process in tune so that developers can put through their applications quickly and they can lead to construction. Anyways, with that being said, a lot of municipalities do not even allow short-term rental, which is under 30 days. So you can use Airbnb to your heart's delight if it's more than 30 days in a lot of municipalities, Vancouver included. But short-term rental as defined is anything less than 30 days. So within the City of Vancouver, even if you have a principal residence, that does not mean that you can Airbnb per se. If you have a legal suite within your principal residence, that legal suite is not allowed to be Airbnb'd. The only way that short-term rental could be approved in there is if you had a tenant and you allowed that tenant to allow short-term rental. If you wanted to use that space as a place for short-term rental, you would have to decommission that suite. You'd have to make your property from a principal residence with a legal suite to a single family dwelling and turn that suite into a rec room, remove locks, remove doors. That could be a barrier, but those are some of the rules that the City of Vancouver has. Also, if you have a laneway house within your property as well, you cannot use that as a short-term rental either. Like I said, there is a caveat. If you have a tenant and the tenant wants the permission to do that, they are allowed to do it, but within your principal residence, it has to be a space where you're living, such as a bedroom, a rec room, maybe an office or something like that within your main space. If we go into the condo market, you are foremost welcome to short-term rent if it is your principal residence in there, but keep in mind that within the strata bylaws, the stratas must have a bylaw that states they allow short-term rental, and then from there you also need to get approval from strata, which often comes with a fee. I know for myself, I've run 2 Airbnbs in the city, and within the stratas, it would be $100 to $300 a year for the license, so that the stratas can profit from that. And then if you have your designation, you set your Airbnb up and you're good to go. So my cautionary tale here is if you're an investor, you cannot Airbnb within the City of Vancouver. So make sure that you understand that, because if you're looking for an investment, and I know a lot of realtors out there will promote their listings as like investor alert, Airbnb allowable, short-term rental allowable, it's not the case. You cannot have that. So make sure that you do your due diligence, make sure that you understand the rules and the parameters for the municipality that you move into if you are wanting to take advantage of short-term rentals. Like for me, I've been a super host on 2 Airbnb properties. I know the ins and outs, so if you have any questions, leave your comments below. I can continue to build out these type of YouTube videos if you're looking to get into that Airbnb space. But if you're looking to get into an Airbnb space, it's allowed in your municipality, it's your principal residence. It can be very, very lucrative. If you travel a lot through the summer, maybe you're a shift worker, which I was, or perhaps you're working overseas for a couple months or a couple weeks. Getting into a property that allows short-term rental can really help offset some of your mortgage costs. Can create some write-offs, because once you have short-term rental in your property, for each day that someone is there, you can add that, you divide that number by 365, and that will spit out a percentage of write-offs for all your utilities, your heat, your water, internet, things of that nature, housewares. So it can be very beneficial, but like I said, cautionary. Make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. Make sure you're pairing yourself with a realtor that understands exactly what the city allows and does not allow, because I've also had been inspected by the City of Vancouver. If they feel like you're not in compliance or there's complaints against you, they will send out letters. They will send a home inspector into your house to take photos in the entirety of your home to make sure that you are actually the principal resident within your home. I also know of people who have been shut down because perhaps they were renting out their legal suite or didn't have the proper designations in place. The City of Vancouver will work with you if you do want to make those appropriate changes. They will allow you access to regain your short-term rental license if it has been suspended. So just because it has been suspended doesn't mean it's a forever thing. I hope you found value in the video today. I will continue to start building out some more Airbnb content because I know that there's a lot of people out there wanting to know how to set up an Airbnb, what to look for in an Airbnb property. This is just the first in line of many in regards to due diligence, because first and foremost, the first rule of Airbnb, make sure you're operating within a municipality that allows you to do that. So make sure you like and subscribe and share this video, and I look forward to the next one.